Year's Eve on HTV Cymru Wales. Good evening. Now with the time approaching 9:05, we join ITN for the latest world news.
The news from ITN.
New Panama government wants to charge Noriega with murder. Suspended ambulancemen say they'll be on standby for Trafalgar Square celebrations. Romania's new rulers warn against anarchy on the path to democracy. And Berliners say goodbye to the year that saw the wall come down. Good evening. The government of Panama is to charge the deposed dictator General Noriega with murder. Panama will ask the Vatican embassy, where Noriega has been hiding for a week, to hand him over so he can be charged over the deaths of 10 army officers. Diplomatic sources say the move could eventually lead to Noriega's extradition to the United States.
On this last day of the year, the US Army have been trying to coax the last remaining Noriega loyalists out of hiding. They were competing with Panamanian citizens, trying their own appeal to the former dictator near the Vatican embassy. Others prayed for a solution. Some Catholics stayed away from Mass today, angry that the church is sheltering Noriega. Their priests read out a letter from the country's bishops. It asks the Pope to hand the former dictator over for prosecution. President Indara took communion with his countrymen today and then stayed on to receive their blessings. I asked him how long he thought the deadlock would continue.
I hope that in the next few...
Extraordinary wave of revolutions which has rolled from the Baltic to the Black Sea, Poland, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Hungary, and tonight it's Happy New Year from a free Romania.
David, Happy New Year to you as the church bells ring out in Romania tonight. And everyone in BBC Television News joins me in wishing you a peaceful, happy and prosperous New Year. Good night.
1990 is going to see a considerable change to the weather, and not all of it great either. On the satellite sequence, you can see this weather front driving eastwards towards the British Isles, and that's going to move right across the country in the next 24 hours. That's what it is at lunchtime tomorrow, with already another front queuing out in the Atlantic to come across the country on Tuesday. As are on the sequence of weather charts, you'll see these fronts doing that, giving just a little bit of snow on the Alps as well, but probably not enough. A further band of rain coming and wind coming across the country on Friday. Some frost, some fog, some bright weather as well to come this coming week. But back to tonight, on the radar, occasional rain and sleet in the west. A much heavier band of rain now coming into western parts of Ireland. A cloudy night for most of us, with a band of persistent rain coming into northern and western parts of Ireland, western parts of Scotland, Wales and the west of England by the end of the night, even some spots farther east. And there could well be some sleet on the high ground, the wet snow, anywhere from North Wales northwards. Tonight, quite a cold night too. In a few places, just a touch of frost, typically 2 Celsius, 36 Fahrenheit. Much milder and windier in the west, 6 is 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow, that band of rain and sleet on the high ground moving eastwards across the country during the day, getting through to eastern parts of England and northeast Scotland by the end of the afternoon. Much brighter weather getting across western Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales and western parts of England by the end of the day, with some pretty heavy showers in places too. Light winds in the south, much stronger winds in the north. Temperatures rather cold in the east to start with, but by evening, milder weather getting across from the west and further showers coming across on Tuesday. Have a good one.
Evening entertainment for New Year's Day begins with Grease 2, and there's friction between the T-Birds and the Pink Ladies.
I could kiss the next guy who walks through that door if I won. Yeah? Yeah. Be my guest.
Then at 7:35, Les drops in for half an hour of fun and games in Blankety Blank. At 8:05, a television premiere, Out of Africa, starring Meryl Streep and Robert Redford.
You sing.
Never.
Can you tell a story then?
I happen to be very good at stories.
I believe that.
What's up, pussycat? What's up, pussycat?
Entertainment for New Year's Day, here on BBC
shortly, there's a rock review of the decade with highlights on the most outstanding pop performances on BBC television over the past 10 years, in programmes as diverse as Whistle Test, Crackerjack and Wogan. And while they concentrate on the music of the decade, we concentrate on the events, with the added bonus of Jerry Hall and the witty comment of Clyde James on the 80s.